Can we take a step back to the simpler times when we could look in the eye? Can we take a step back to the simpler times when we could just drop by?
Hello, my friends. Some of you that know me very well knows that I'm pretty inspired about the forest. And also you know that I'm started a Ministry of Good Spirit. And if you wonder why the forest and Ministry of Good Spirit, if one guy is doing these two things, I've been thinking about that as well as myself, and I've been thinking about that quite a bit. Then at some point I realized that okay, I know what's going on. Well, the Ministry of Good Spirit, the idea is to find ideas, people, teams and companies who help people to make a better decisions for their life, helping them to have a good spirit in their life. And that's it. The everyday things, small things in the forest, small thing in life can be these kind of things. Now forest, okay, it is pretty everyday thing here in Finland. But how is this forest thing combined, Ministry of Good Spirit? You know, if we find things that help us to think about better, have a good spirit in our everyday life, you know, nice kitchen, good bed, or dog somewhere nearby. For me, this forest is something like this. This forest is a pretty everyday thing over here. Nothing specifically. It's only less than 1 hectare. I was thinking about that. How come I always feel better when I'm in this forest? I thought that, you know, there's a lot of things growing, there's mystical place over there, and then I started thinking about that. Can I create a value, exponential value for this forest? Because it's less than 1 hectare, young birches, as you can see over there, and then spruce over there as well. Very same. So that made me think about that. Okay, there is the wood, the forest, the trees are growing. Right now they're sleeping, but they're growing. That's one thing. Gives me an empowerment or ignite my thinking. Growing to all kinds of things, up and width and deep. The second thing is that this forest helped me to think about new ways of new things in the things, and those are the mushrooms. You might see over there, there's a red ribbon, and on those trees there is shaka mushroom implemented together with Kääpä forest. They've been helping me with this one. And third one is that, like in natural or cultural history in Finland or in Asia, every forest, every physical thing has something magical and mystical. In this forest, I've been exploring through art with artist named Taika Hu about what would be the mystical, spiritual spirit of these things. In Asia, there's a thing called kami, that kind of like it's like a Pokemon of trees. And in Finland, we have a word called väki, V-A with dots, K-I. Väki is kind of like a internal spirit of things. What are you noticing, Ines? Anyway, so in this forest we also has a väki place. Väki places are like places that have this kind of like feeling that, ooh, I don't know what's in there. So I'll show you. So if you look at that place, there's a very tight spruce thing going on over there. Within that place, there's stones, and between of stones there are deep holes that goes into the forest, into the land. In cultural history of Finland, these places with stones and deep holes are the place where you go to the underworld, Alimmainen. So in this forest, this place is place for that one. Obviously, you can believe it or not, but you can imagine it all the time. So, what I would like to say to you is that we find from these everyday things easily very inspiring things. Like here in my small forest, which I call the spiritual forest, I find the example of growing from the trees, innovations that nature has created, you know, the symbiosis with mushrooms and trees, with the shaka mushroom, and then the human imagination of thinking about Väki or Kami in this place. I'm very lucky I have this place. Many of people in Finland have their own place, summer cottages or forests. There's even 600,000 people who owns forest in Finland. So we are lucky here in Finland. But I encourage every one of you to think about what is the place, a thing in your everyday life that helps you to think better of the world, to have a good spirit. With these words, I would like to thank you for watching, and next chapter of this new YouTube show will most likely happen after 9th of March, when Ministry of Good Spirit will, inshallah, hopefully have the big talk show and magical forest event in Helsinki. So greetings from the middle part of Finland, from Hartola, from the spiritual forest, and have a great week. Thank you.